First opened for business in 1994. We're on the air from Progressive Field in Seatown, Cleveland, Ohio. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Cleveland Indians. Jose Ramirez, with less than a month to play, the man who sits atop the home run leaderboard looks to add some insurance to his lead. Triston McKenzie is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Cleveland. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Count is 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. The 1-1 home. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Phillips looks up. And that one is gone! A solo home run for Yoan Moncada. Number 17 for him on the season as the Angels take a 1-0 lead.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Digging in will be Mike Trout, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base percentage. He does a little bit of all of those things.
Good battle. Count remains full. McKenzie has compiled just under 135 innings of work on the mound, and in that time he's compiled a whip under 1.3. Translation, he's better than league average in that category. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Another full count pitch home.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
So no need to wait, as here he is. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. Angels strike for 1, and it comes on this solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up from Progressive Field, and the Angels lead it here 1-0. Frankie Montas gets the ball for the Angels in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Two and 1 to Jose Ramirez. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
He loses him on ball 4.
Well, there's only a one-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Back goes Trout at the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
The 3-1 pitch. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
3-2 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks and bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Ramirez at third, Dominguez over at second, Connolly at first with no outs. Down the left field line and deep, and it's a foul ball. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Hit the other way out toward right field. Slater's under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
Back in standing. Now the 2-1. He's running. Pitch outside. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
The 3-1. And he looks at one that misses, ball 4, so that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with 1 away.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Josh Bell the next to hit. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Has a look, now the pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. After it is Upton, but he can't get to it, and this might clear the bases. 1 run is scored. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. The tag, and he is out at the plate as 2 runs score, but not the 3rd.
Batting seventh, the second baseman, Lourdes Gurriel.
At the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Liner toward right center, and that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And that'll plate the runner from third, as with that the lead swells to 4-1. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
Standing in now, Brett Phillips. And that's a fair ball, lined to the right side. He's in at second safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Sometimes you get off on the wrong foot, and it's hard to get back on the right one. That's the 4th hit he's given up here already in the early going. He's got to find a way to string some outs together, or he's going to be in some deep trouble.
Into the box, Austin Hedges. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Indians lead it 5-1. Second inning set to go, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Jared Walsh.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job 1 at bat at a time.
And it's fouled away. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Dominguez is there, 1 away.
Batting 6, the third base.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians defensive setup today. And I'm locking in today on Lourdes Gurriel, and with a name like Lourdes, he's going to be smooth defensively. Up the middle, he helps his team in a variety of ways, and the bat plays as well.
Into the box now, Anthony Rendon. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Still 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And that misses 2-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Payoff pitch one more time. This is on the ground over to first. And there are 2 away now.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Angels go down 1-2-3. They're down here 5-1. And stepping in, Jose Ramirez. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. Two and 1 now to the Tribe's leadoff man. Fouled away. Here now the 2-2. lifted the other way down the left field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Ready with another 2-2. Ramirez swings, and this one's hit well to left. Upton going back onto the home run porch and gone. So a solo shot down the line in left, so a milestone here. And even 50 home runs on the year now, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, we certainly mentioned the fact that this guy leads the league in home runs, and now he's got one more to add to that total. Perfect swing right there and a home run to left field.
To the plate now, Jason Dominguez. And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
Line towards center field. Trout is right there, one down.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And let's take a look at the guy playing shortstop up the chute today, and that's Marcus Semien. This has been a work in progress. He's had to grind, take countless hours of ground balls, and work on his accuracy. But don't get it twisted. He's made some big highlight reel plays, and if you miss middle, we all know the power he has.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball, and it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. 46 now for him on the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Patrick Sandoval enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. Stepping in now, Franmil Reyes. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Still only 1 out in the inning. Back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
In now, Eddie Rosario. Just hung in there on that one. The 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. 2 down.
Up next for Cleveland.
2 down with a runner at first, and digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. 3-1, here it is. High in the air down the right field line. Slater's under it. And he makes the play to end the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. Cleveland's out in front, 7-1.
Back now at Progressive Field, home of the Indians, who've certainly treated these fans to some impressive pitching so far this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
Thank you, Heidi. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, that's not where he wanted that curveball. It kind of backed up and stayed in. That can be effective sometimes, but it usually doesn't have the same hard bite.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with one away for him here in the inning, let's take a quick look at the standings, and you can see that these guys pretty much have the division in hand to this point in the season. Digging in next, Raul Batista. He's gone 0 for his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. Bases are empty, one man out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, David Fletcher.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, David Fletcher. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-1. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon. Angels are gone in order. They're down 7-1. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters. From their approach, to their swings, to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. The 1-1. Hit high and deep to right center. On the move is Trout. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The center fielder, number 35.
A reminder that we'll have Cleveland Indians baseball for you all season long on the show, as you get a look right there at the Tribe's upcoming schedule over the next 7 days. So one man gone for Cleveland here in the third, and that brings up outfielder Brett Phillips. 1 out, nobody on. Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field, and he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
The catcher, number 17, Austin Hedges.
So now into the box is Austin Hedges. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. They're on top 7-1. all set for the start of the fourth. And digging in is the DH, the switch hitter, Yoan Moncada.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Dominguez is over a few steps as he puts it away for the first out.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Liner in there for a base hit. And this one bounds around against the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
I think that base hit surprised him more than anything. He's gotten so used to setting guys down at 9 in a row at that point that he just assumed he'd get him too.
At the plate, Marcus Semien pops this one up. And no one will get this one. Trout, the runner at second with 1 away. This one's down to third. Ramirez is there. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jared.
Stepping up is Jared Walsh. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. Angels strand 1. They're down 7-1. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jose Ramirez. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
Number 6, Jason.
So stepping in is Jason Dominguez. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. 7 runs, an equal number of hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. The throw into second, the tag, and he's nabbed trying for 2.
Well, he clearly thought he had a shot at 2 on the hit, but they did a nice job in the outfield of getting it in quick to cut him down.
Into the box, Patrick Connolly, fielded by Rendon. Over to first, and that retires the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're on top 7-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Standing in now, Justin Upton. 1-2 now.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Justin Upton goes down for out number 2 in the top half. So now to the plate, Austin Slater. And good work there as this is taken for ball 4, and the Angels have themselves a 2-out base runner. Next to hit, Raul Batista, man at first after the 2-out walk.
Batista.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Phillips is there for it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. Angels leave 1. They're down 7-1. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and striding forward the designated hitter, Franmil Reyes. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. And that's a fair ball, lined to the right side. He'll get it into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario. Bounced weakly near the plate. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
The first baseman, number 23, Josh Bell.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell. Reyes stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. 2 runs on the board after that home run by Josh Bell. 19th home run for him on the season as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
He's one of the best home run hitters in the league, and rightfully so. You're not going to get cookies thrown at you every at-bat. Most guys can handle a fastball, but he waited back on that off-speed pitch and drove it right out of the yard.
In now, Lourdes Gurriel. Popped him up. Fletcher waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The center fielder, number 35, Brett Phillips.
Brett Phillips will bat next. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Slater's on his horse. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Another good inning here for the Indians. Hey, fun times in Cleveland again. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring in the second baseman, David Fletcher. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Yoan Moncada.
Nobody out, runner on first. At the plate now, Yoan Moncada. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. Drilled right back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
Hey, I like this right here. Offense putting a little bit of pressure right here on the defense. This game is not over yet. And if somebody can catch a gap or maybe hit one out, we got a chance to get back in this ball game. We might have something here.
swing, high drive, left field and deep. Back goes Rosario. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 3-run home run for Mike Trout. Home run number 37 on the year. As they try to claw back, it's a 5-run deficit.
Yeah, and if you remember the previous pitch, he couldn't get around on a fastball and was mad at himself. Well, there's nothing to be mad about anymore unless you're the guy standing on the mound wondering what just happened.
At the plate, Marcus Semien. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Stepping in once again is Jared Walsh. 0 for 2 for him so far. He's flied out and popped out. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
And that's the second out.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony.
2 men are out now in the Angels' 6th, and that'll bring up Anthony Rendon. And he lays off again, ball 3. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And D-Roll right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now at this game.
Yeah, Dan, you are a monster down that bullpen. That's what it seems to be in today's game. There's 5 or 6 of you guys hanging out down there. So he's going to empty the bucket right here until the manager gets him.
The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. But the Angels strike for 3, all coming on this 3-run home run. Through 5 1/2, it's the Indians 9 and the Angels 4. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next to hit is the catcher, Austin Hedges. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. 3-1.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. 1 down. And here in the season's final month, we give you a look there at where these guys sit in the division standings.
Rob Perez.
Ready now is Jose Ramirez, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here. 1 out, nobody on. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So he's aboard with his 2nd hit of the afternoon so far as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Into the box, Jason Dominguez. Hit on the ground out to short. That's through, a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
Now batting, shortstop, Patrick Connolly.
To the plate now, Patrick Connolly, and a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early in the inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
Striding forward now is the DH, Franmil Reyes. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
Hard hit ball to second. He's got it barehanded for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Phil Maton is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 88, Phil Maton.
So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater. The 1-1. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go a long way to get to that ball.
The catcher.
So next to hit is Raul Batista. Flew out last time up. Lifted in the air out to center field. Phillips is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, David Fletcher.
Next to dig in, David Fletcher. He scored after knocking a single in his last at-bat. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. Phillips will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Angels go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 9-4. Yency Almonte will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
Yency Almonte.
At the plate now is Eddie Rosario. No hits to this point. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Action now in the Angels bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. And he fouls this one off. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Once again, a 3-2. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can, right into the shift, and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, Little League, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
The batter, number 13. Second baseman.
Striding in for the Indians, Lourdes Gurriel. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Rosario leads off first with one away. Into right field, that's a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute, that fires me up right there.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
The catcher, number 17.
Into the box, Austin Hedges. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 2-1.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Roll. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Now at the plate is Jose Ramirez. We discussed earlier how he was one of the league's best power bats, and he's lived up to that reputation with a blast earlier in this game.
And you can...
Wow, and they end the inning with the caught stealing. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Yoan Moncada. In his career versus this pitcher, he's batting .412. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Right fielder is on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
Next to stand in is Mike Trout. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Hard liner to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
So now to the plate, Marcus Semien pulls this one in the air out to left. Rosario is there. And that retires the side. Angels are gone in order, and that's not what they needed, down 10-4. The 1-1. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
The right fielder, number 6, Jason Dominguez.
Now into the box, Jason Dominguez. 3 for 4 so far in this one. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Into the box now, Patrick Connolly. Fastball, close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Driven nicely into the gap. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay, the tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. They're up comfortably, however. It's 10-4. Standing in now, Jared Walsh. Hit sharply on the ground. And that is into right field, so the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the 9th.
Up next for the Angels.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Carlos Vargas takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 70, Carlos Vargas.
In now, Anthony Rendon. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Fouled off. Walsh gets his lead at first, nobody out. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Now batting.
And now Justin Upton. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A 2-run home run off the bat of Justin Upton. Number 17 for him on the season as they've cut this deficit down to 4. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Yeah, Matt, boy, what a different ballpark this place plays in Cleveland. That old Municipal, they called that the mistake by the lake, but Progressive Field, this is a tough ballpark to hit. We'll hit them out of, D-Row.
You know, this is an interesting ballpark, Dan, and that's why what they were able to do today on the offensive side was so special. This place early in the season plays super big. It's cold out there. The ball is not traveling. Once the summer months heat this place up, right center becomes a nice option.
And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. And now this crowd, right around 34,000 fans, comes to their feet. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. So here is David Fletcher. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. He brings it in, and the Indians have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
10-6, the final score in this game. Cleveland came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Tristan McKenzie records his 14th winning decision of the season. Frankie Montas was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.